So Incineroar is a new one in the Celestial Guardians. They are obviously looking pretty decent with a lot of these EXs. Now, obviously with Incineroar, you've got yourselves a Stage 2 Firefang Scar Charge Smash, which is very interesting in itself. When we look at the Firefang, it is 1 energy, which is perfect. 30 on the attack, which, when you think of how this deck would work, being a Stage 2, it's one of them ones where you more than likely will have more than the first energy. So you do then have potentially the free, which is going to be the Scar Charge Smash. If we do look at the deck, it's really good on PokeZone. If you kind of look through the new decks, this is where you can kind of get some ideas from it. We're obviously seeing the Litten, and what we're seeing now, which is always interesting, I saw it on Pokemon Meta as well, is obviously we've got the Incineroar here, but then you have the Litten, which is the one that you want. Naturally, if you go with this specific deck variation, you are guaranteeing yourselves a Litten to start with. What you're kind of hoping for then is the rare candy. Hence why we've obviously got the Torracat, because basically you are hoping to get this set up quickly. It's the same with the likes of a Charizard deck. You are getting in there so quickly. If you can basically get on your first turn a Litten, perfect. If you've already got an Incineroar on the kind of the bench on well, even if you draw it, that's fantastic as well. You would not need the Torracat, because then basically you would have one more turn, and on your second turn you could then rare candy and then go straight into the Incineroar, meaning you are pretty much already there. You'd have had a potential of 1 or 2 energies on him already, meaning you'd be 1 energy away from doing the Scar Charge Smash. If you're 1 energy away, you've got the Firefang straight off the bat, so you do the 30. You'd then obviously get yourselves the damage, so you're doing 60 more damage, meaning you're doing 140 straight off the bat. 3 energies. It's absolutely fantastic. And then you'd have another Litten that could be kind of done in the background. Then you could either go for the Torracat or go for another rare candy and do the Incineroar. If you're finding very much from the start that you've got your Litten, you've got maybe you got an Incineroar, but you don't have the rare candy, you could potentially Pokemon Communication, use the Incineroar to try and get the Torracat, or if you've got a second Litten, you could do that, which would be, again, another viable option. What this does is allows you to either have more tools in your arsenal, it allows you to have more trainers, more items that can obviously help in the battle in itself. We've got this person given the Iono, you've obviously got Mars going on, you've got a bit of Cyrus, you've got Giovanni, Sabrina, Red, so there is a fair whack that you can go with. Now, at the moment, this is kind of the best deck that we're seeing from it. I can imagine there will be some other variations, but the main thing is to try and get this done as quick as possible. Realistically, you want to go from Litten, rare candy to Incineroar, straight into the energies and straight onto the attack. If obviously you've got the Firefang straight off the bat, then that's fine as well. That will just naturally burn them. If you are looking to attack, you can see that you've got the Heat Tackle, which would do 30 as well. This Pokemon will also take 10 damage to itself, so we've always got to be wary of that one. And then again, it will be the same for the Torracat, 80 HP. It does 40 damage, but it still takes 10 back as well. So make sure you are being wary of that. You could change potentially the Pokemon tool and kind of go against it and do the Rocky Helmet, the Poison Barb if you really wanted to. There's plenty that can be utilized when it comes to this deck. So it's another fan favorite, I must admit. It's a very easy deck to get on with and would be very much like a lot of the fire decks that we can see. So let me know down below what you think. Make sure you like and subscribe on this, and let me know if there's any other variations you'd like to see.